BAE Systems named it tyranny. I mean,
also, I might want to add that there's also a drone bot out now that can basically Trojan into your AR drone. That's made by Parrot, a company in France. Use your iPhone to control a quadricopter, and I saw a video of a demonstration of somebody planting a Trojan into a drone.
We are aware of that. What do you make of the Internet of Things in this article by Paul Watson that's up on Infowars.com, where the British government is announcing that they're going to be hacking into all the smart cars and taxing you and also controlling your speed, you name it. I mean, they are really flaunting this.
Oh, that's crazy. That's totally nuts. I can't believe they're doing that. That's just nuts. I mean, I actually saw a demonstration of a hack into a car system. I think it was a Chevy. I'm not sure what it was, but they actually hacked into the car, and they were able to basically take out the braking system. And I've seen this demonstrated on YouTube. So there are hacks out there for cars right now, and
sure.
Who knows where it's going.
Well, we know what happened on 9/11. There's a lot of evidence those jet aircraft were actually hacked. Nerve gas was released, and then they could get rid of the patsies. The question is, who did the hacking? And those planes were fitted with those systems. Here's another question. Will there be a time when humanity wishes for an EMP, electromagnetic pulse reset of technology?
Well, I don't know. That's kind of wishful thinking. But I do have to say something. In my years' experience in the U.S. Air Force, 64 to 68, I was definitely briefed on the effects of nuclear explosions. And in fact, I personally I'm one of very few people that have actually witnessed the fireball explosion of a nuke going off in Nevada in 1962. One of the tests in Nevada. And I know firsthand what one of those nukes can do to your electronics. And remember this, I was in a car that had a 12-volt system. It had a tube radio, and the radio was totally toast. The ignition system was totally toast. And we weren't that far away from ground zero. We somehow managed to slip through the checkpoints and got about as close as we can get to ground zero before that sucker went off. And I was on the driver's side of the car. And I can remember I had my arm hanging out the window when that fireball went off. And, I noticed that I got a nasty blistering on my arm afterwards. And then when the shockwave hit, luckily we had to position the car in such a way that it wouldn't knock us off the road, because you could see this big wall of dust coming toward our car. And this is crazy, man. I mean, it took us, we never did get the radio fixed. It was just totally toast. We had to rewire our ignition wires of our car because of the EMP effects. I mean, it's crazy. And
I want to go to
don't want to have an EMP.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's go to some phone calls here for Captain Crunch, who's on the line with us right now. We've got more Twitter questions coming up. Abel, then we'll go to Patton and then Julio and others. Abel, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Alex Jones. First up, I just want to give you kudos. I know you hate to be thanked or whatever the shit is, but you are the man. I'm watching right now on Prison Planet, and I just want to give this. I've been watching this, and it's like, man, it's an honor to be on the show right now. John is awesome. I am a noob, but what I can say is, since I've been watching, I got into you through Alex Jones, and I am thankful to God. I give thanks to God that your show is on, that you're able to reach people. I tell my family about you. Anyways, I'm interested in communication. I want to be able. Let's say the stuff hits the fan, right? I want to be able to keep in touch with my family. I want to be able to be independent, to have my own sources.
Well, that's awesome, Abel. The first big part of communication is turn off your radio when you call and talk radio, because then we can hear you and not the echo. So turn your radio off and then go ahead and ask your question.
Awesome. Basically, theoretically, I love the idea of having my own cell phone, my own independent cell phone, just me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
More and more, there are private networks and groups setting up communities via Skype and things. I remember one of our IT guys 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Mesh networks.
Abel, that's a great idea, and it's being done. Let's get Captain Crunch's take on that. What do you think of Abel's question or comment?
Yeah, I think people need to have better communication. You know, one of the apps I use is Wickr, W-I-C-K-R. It uses perfect port security. It OTR off the record, no record of the conversation is being made, 256 AES mill-grade encryption, and it's very easy to use.
Well, that's what's great. All these wonderful apps are coming out that have so many layers built in. And notice the NSA and others want encryption stopped. Obama has been saying, oh, because of Charlie Hebdo, we need to get rid of encryption for the public. Those guys were public about what they were going to do. You can't take our right to privacy away.
It'll never happen. Because you know what's going to happen? All the crooks will have encryption and the John Q. public won't.
But exactly, the government has no right to keep encryption away from us.
It's like guns, you know?
Just like guns, absolutely. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and what's the old saying? Ban guns and all the criminals have guns and people won't have them. So,
absolutely, common sense. Before you're on the air with Captain Crunch.
Yes, Alex, ditto. I had put out some signs all around town here, and I'm going to Knoxville next. And I want to, next time I get some money, I want to put some billboards up. Okay.
Thank you.
I've been thinking, excuse me?
No, I said thank you, sir.
Okay. I have been thinking of a couple of ways. I want to fire a broadside volley straight at the face of the New World Order, and I've thought of two ideas that I can maybe do that. Maybe you'll agree with me. I want to appeal for my republic. I'm not above begging. I want to appeal to Vladimir Putin and Benjamin Netanyahu. They have two of the best intelligence gathering services of the world. I know they have the information we need to bring down the criminals, Barack Obama and John Boehner. I know they have the information we need to bring those two down. If we can get real Americans back into our government, we can stop those sanctions that's crippled Russia's economy, and we can move forward together in peace. There's no need for another world war just because a few globalists think they can profit from it.
I agree with you, Patton, and undoubtedly you're going to have problems in government always, but we have people running our government bipartisanly that premeditatedly want to wreck the country to take it over and want to turn us into a totalitarian system. It's very dangerous. Thank you for the call. Captain Crunch, that's an important call. I'm not lionizing, as I've said 1,000 times, probably 500 times, exaggerated 1,000. But I've said hundreds of times, I'm not lionizing Putin, but the West is starting to fight with Russia. And why? For special interest. What do you think about the state of the world and what America has turned into?
You know, I don't think we should be picking on Russia right now, really. I mean, they've got things that are very helpful to us, and we should help them, and they should help us. I don't understand why.
Yeah, we should engage in commerce and trade with them, not try to steal their oil and gas lines and cut them off. I mean, what is the point of that?
Yeah, I mean, I met some really amazingly great people in Russia. I was there in Russia. I went there twice, you know, and they're normal people just like us. And you know, I mean, their government is different than ours, and we just have to accept that.
Well, I know this. We have George Soros and others offensively trying to start a war with them. We got U.S. mercs fighting and killing and dying against Spetsnaz. This is dangerous. And
yeah, I agree with you there.
And I look back at past presidents like Kennedy or Reagan or others who weren't perfect, but they weren't doing stuff like this. I mean, this is dangerous to be on Russia's doorstep, punching them in the nose, and then to, through our media, tell the public that, you know, nothing's happening. I want to do 5 more minutes with Captain Crunch at the start of the next hour. Then I'm getting into news and open phones. We're going to come back and talk to Julio and Al in Maryland, and that'll be it for Captain Crunch. But Captain Crunch, what is the best website for folks to visit you?
Webcrunchers.com is my personal website, and I've got a lot of blogs there. A lot of blogs in there have been mentioning the trials and tribulations of my healing and my stint in the hospital and my recovery. And of course, I'm always on Facebook as JD Crunchman. Gmail, Facebook, Skype. It's all JD Crunch, man, so you can't really miss me.
Well, you're doing a great job. Stay there, back in 70 seconds.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Year after year, we watch the threats steadily increase. And now, this winter has been the worst on record when it comes to our immune systems and health. For more than 2 years, InfoWarsLife.com has been watching this crisis intensify, and Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Complex was our answer, using a proprietary process that takes ancient proven herbs and combines them with modern science. This powerful and affordable formula contains more than 14 key herbs and extracts, including echinacea, ginger root, elderberry, golden seal root, a proprietary yin chio formula, and many, many more. I take it, and so does my family. It's made in the USA, gluten-free, alcohol-free, no artificial flavors or colors, and not tested on animals. Take advantage of this introductory offer for Ancient Defense, normally $19.95, now only $14.95. That's 25% off. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139 to secure your Ancient Defense.